I've had challenges that are very opened, and I was broken. It was difficult.
I'm sorry.
I always run back. I hide under God. People will talk. They want to diminish who you are. But you have to rise above the noise. You have to face the world yourself. You have to be a voice by yourself. Nobody's voice can be yours. Nobody's heart can be yours. So you have to find who you are as a person. Life is not about just making money, doing things and enjoying life. That life is about the impact you leave with people.
Osayi Alile is one of Africa's leading philanthropic and social impact leaders who understand what it takes to drive real change in the society. For the last 20 years, she has empowered millions, led some of Africa's most impactful philanthropic and social impact work, and continues to today to build networks that opens doors for underserved and historically underrepresented communities. It's a story of courage, of vision, and of unyielding dedication to public service. Today on Women Leaders Unscripted is our incredible guest, Osayi Alile. If you think about philanthropy in Africa, if you think about social impact, if you think about leadership, if you think about people who have built the very framework for a lot of civil society organizations and non-profit organizations to operate on, this name pops up not once, not twice, not thrice, not 100 times. And that's why I'm geeked out, as the Gen Zs will say, to have her on today. I have the very incredible, very amazing, very stylish and fashionable Osayi Alile.
That's my hi.
Oh my God. First of all, thank you for making time. Like, I think when I reached out, you were somewhere in the world and you were like, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And so thank you.
You're welcome.
Always support my work. You always support
Your
me.
work is important.
Thank you.
So I will always be there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you look, well, we'll talk about the fashion. Okay. So I'm going to share, you don't know this, but the first time I saw you was maybe you were still at the Faith Foundation.
Oh gosh.
It was some event in Eco Hotel. And somebody, I can't remember who, had said, there's somebody here. So I was talking to the person. The person was like, where are you from? I was like, Delta. I said, okay, Bendel. So I was like, there's somebody you should meet. In fact, two people I like. So I was like, okay. And then this person dragged me to you and said, do you know her? I was like, no. I said, you don't know her? I was like, so I'm like, okay, this is somebody that I should know that I don't. And you were still at Faith Foundation. And you're like, oh, what do you do? And I can't remember, I was blabbing. And I thought you would be turned off. And you gave me your card. And you said, call me, let's talk. And I was like, I'm in this place of, I'm confused and I don't know what to do. And you're like, no, just call me. And the person was like, now Bendel, like, you're like, no, that's very good. Okay, that's fine. And of course I didn't call you because I was very unserious those days. But what I remember was this fashionable, fabulous woman. And you stopped. And you didn't have to. Because you didn't know me. And you stopped and you listened and you said, call me. And that stayed with me because, people just don't do that. It's just like, okay, who are you? What do you do? Nothing. Goodbye. And I see you do that with people. You stop and listen. You stop and take notice. You stop and hear. You stop and support. You stop and help. What is your leadership philosophy and why do you do that?
Because others have stopped for me. It's as simple as that. I mean, my life has always been a life where people have been consistently good to me. And so it will be wasteful and almost ungrateful for me not to do same. And so I cannot use the other part of where people have not been to judge the good that has come my way. And people have been good to me. And I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to be good to people. So stopping to listen, stopping to talk to someone, I think is even the barest minimum we can do. Having conversations, chatting with people, finding out what's going on in their lives. Because you never know where somebody's coming from. You don't know what has happened to me today. And I've come, I'm smiling, I'm all made up. And so that thing that you bring might just be just that thing that the person gets for that particular day. And when you have the opportunity, you must do it. Nobody knows. And so that's, for me, has just constantly pushed me. And it's paid me well.
Right.
And not payment in terms of the payment that the world looks for, but the joy that fills my heart when I see someone. I was teaching yesterday, and someone was online and said, I met you 11 years ago. And I met someone again yesterday evening, and the person said, the first job I got 15 years ago, you spoke to the person. I don't know the person. I don't know who the person is. And he went to bring his wife to say thank you to me. And he said, if you know what I'm doing. I said, oh, please just, pay it forward. Right. And I don't expect anything to come from it, but that joy gives me a voice. Yeah. Yes.
I consider you, I always say my leader. But you are the leader's leader. You are a leader amongst leaders. You do, forgive my French, epic shit.
Thank God.
I want to talk about, and you much more than most people understand the pressures that women leaders specifically face. Because like you said, all made up, fabulous, looking, but what are some of the challenges that you would say, maybe using some of your experiences, because someone is watching now and saying, man, look at her. Oh, she's so great. And does she sweat? What are some of the challenges, and how have you navigate is not the word, how have you come around those challenges?
I think I'm still coming, you know. And that is the first thing you must, as a woman, a leader and a woman, must say to yourself that it's a journey of life. And we all come in with all our different baggages. We all come in with issues. I used to, when I started teaching, I used to tell people that we all come in with different bags. Today it might be Ghana must go, different bags with different things inside. Some days it's a beautiful bag that might be an LV bag and a small cute bag, but we all have baggages. And so that for me is the first thing. Right. So when I know that, it makes it easier for me to say, this is a problem, this is what everybody faces. It's just how we define it is different. Right. Then the other thing is that I always tell myself, and I was saying to my sister yesterday, is that this too shall pass. As much as we deal with, as much as we have issues that we're dealing with, it will pass. So I am slammed with challenges practically. I mean, this year for my organization has been one of our toughest years. Right. But it's also been one of my most innovative years. And so, yeah, things have gone well and things have not gone well. Right. But I'm always very grateful for the ones that go well. So I might go back home and cry and scream. I have beautiful sisters. I have a wonderful family, which I'm so grateful for. So I always have that backbone that I can go back home to. But to say that no one, what you see is it's just always a facade. We all come with our facades, we all come with our masks. And I was telling someone earlier that I love to collect masks. And that's one of the reasons, because a mask covers you, it hides you. And we all have different masks. My mask can be a mask of my family that hides what the pain I'm dealing with. It can be a religious mask, which for me is God. And it hides a lot of the pain that I deal with. It can be the fact some people's mask is money. And money can be a mask, but that is temporary, because it can never take you through the long term. So that's why I always tell people, your tribe, your family, the things that are not things that you can hold on to is what takes you through the journey of life and takes you through the everyday challenges you face. So that's the only way I can navigate, is navigating through people that I can lean on in times of trouble. Because as a human being, especially a woman, trouble will come. And because I know that, I prepare myself for it. So when it comes, I go back home and sit down and say, Osayi, you knew that this was going to happen. Trouble will come. You can't, there's nothing you can, no matter how rich you are, no matter what happens, trouble will come. You will lose somebody, you will feel pain. But how do you manage those pains to be able to rise? Because I have friends that always tell me, no matter what you do, you just wake up the next morning and continue. I say, what do you want me to do? I can't succor in it, because there's so many other people that are looking and wondering what's going to happen.
Right.
And I have to believe that the tomorrow that comes is going to be better. So that thing in me continuously drives me. But to say that there's no challenges or have not fallen down many times in work, as a mother, as a woman, and as a daughter, as a, so it's constant.
Right.
But in all of that, I keep on reminding myself that the ball of my life is a journey, and I'm enjoying it.
Right.
And I don't have any regrets.
I love that.
I don't have any regrets.
I love that. Still connected to that, I heard of you. So when I talk about like meeting you and then I saw your name, I was like, oh, I know this name. So I'd heard of you before I'd seen you. And many people that you meet, they're like, oh, you are the Osayi. Oh, in fact, your name is, you know how people say, I'll Uber to you. Your name can be a verb. Facts. So you're a bridge builder.
Yeah.
You connect people to opportunity. You are just like, how did you become that? How do you build such, and your networks aren't local. So you can be talking, I can be like, oh, I'm in New York and I want to meet you. You'll be like, I'll call this person now. Okay, I'll call them for you now. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
How have you become this bridge, and how have you built these formidable partnerships and relationships across the world?
Wow. Nobody has asked me that before. Gosh, let me say it's a gift. But it's a gift that, when they give you a gift, it depends on you. You either have to keep it, with the wrapping sheet and the nice bow. I love beautiful wrappings. People will say, oh, you just gave me a cup, but you still wrapped it and put a bow. It's just who but you have to open it. So I decided to open it. And in opening it, if it's a cup, you can decide to just leave it here. Or you can say, okay, what does it take? I can put my tea in it. I can put, so I decided to use it.
Use it.
So I'm using it.
Right.
And it's not finished.
Right.
I always tell people that, in my life, I feel that I'm still in chapter. I've gone through the summarized version. I'm just beginning to end chapter 1.
I love that. And
not because I have many years to live, just because I know that there's so much more that I can do. So that gift that God has blessed me with, I have to constantly use it. So I don't go into a place thinking, what is in there for me?
Right.
I'm always asking, okay, if I meet this person today, like I met someone this just now and he's talking about art. In my mind, I'm not thinking about art. Yes.
Right.
I'm thinking, who needs to meet him? Who does he need to meet? And my mind is already working. So that's the way I've always been positioned to develop my life.
Right.
And so someone called me a few days ago. My child is in Morocco, and I need to do her hair. I said, her hair? I said, how do you think? So you know everybody and everything. And I actually called somebody to ask. I said, you're in Morocco, can you? And she was just laughing. And I couldn't get the person for her, but I knew there was someone I could call. And it's just a gift. Yeah. And I've not even used all of it. And I just believe that it's something that you use to help other people. And it always comes back. Always comes back to you.
I think that's so instructive, especially for a generation who think about networking as what to get. Versus like you said, what's the value I'm adding to this person? But how do you protect yourself from people who abuse that privilege or who want to abuse that privilege?
As much as I'm very given, my discernment is very high. So when you ask me, there must be a value that it brings to me and brings to others that I must get involved with. And I'm always, I don't leave a table without bringing something and without learning something. Even as I talk to people, I say yes because I know that I'm going to learn, not only about somebody else, also about myself. The more I talk, the more I learn. I learn about myself. Some questions that they ask me and I answer, I smile when I leave there because I'm thinking, wow, Osayi, it's true, you have to do something better, you have to become better. So all those things as well. So abuse for me, you always find people that will take advantage of you. But as I pray daily, I also pray that God brings people that actually do need my help and who I can help. And God has been kind to me that I've not had someone that has completely abused it. But you always find people because I'm a builder and I am a solution provider. I'm constantly helping people to solve problems and people that feel that they can get away with some things. And I do it because I just do it. So taking advantage of it, as long as it's not detrimental to my health or to my family, I kind of leave it alone. And because I know people say, I know that person did this, they've gotten that deal and they didn't come back to you. I'm like, it's okay. When it's business. But when it's the gift that has been given to me, I kind of walk away from it. I don't really hold on to it.
I want to talk about your faith.
Yeah.
There's not a new wave of women, but there's a wave of women now who, when I was younger, people who were Christian, women especially, no lipstick.
SU.
You know, so I just, the thing not go hungry you do. You say, well, if you people look like this, I don't. But you look fabulous all the time.
Wow.
Pressure, but no pressure. How important is your faith to you?
Wow.
And how does it show up in the life that you live?
Oh, it's very important. It's my foundation. It's my foundation and it's my cover. So everything else, I talk with descriptions. When I enter a place, I look at things. So I won't have anything or have joy without faith, without what I believe in. And I don't even understand how people survive without it. Because for me, it has helped me through the rain, the thunders, the earthquakes, and we all have those things. But I always run back. I hide under God. And that's why the next morning I can wake up and face the world as it seems. I've had challenges that are very opened, very like everybody knows that something has happened to you. And I've had hidden challenges. But in all of that, faith is what keeps me grounded, keeps me fabulous. Because one of the things when I was younger, I used to tell my dad or my parents, I used to tell them that you can't know God and just be. My son would call it, I'm wearing flip-flop slippers. I'm like, there's just something that's, you go into a place, there's just some courage you must have. And you must carry him with you. And I'm like, the God I see is fabulous. So why, even if I'm dealing with many issues, let me keep them by the door and walk in and let people be able to leave that scenery and say, this girl, you're doing good, or you look good. And so that's the way I've always lived my own life. And everybody translates their own faith and everything differently. So that's my own translation. And And also those around me see it. I mean, my kids see it. You know, my siblings. I know, and I don't even think that I'm even doing extra. This is this is just it's who I am.
Who I am.
Yes. So when people say it outside, like, don't you have any hair? And I'm always like, no. If you ask my sister, they will tell you. Sometimes I just wake up. I'm like, hey, what are we doing? Like, I went out last night and my sister was like, what are you? I'm like, I have no clue. And after she was like, now wow, you want to give them? I'm like, are you the birthday girl?
I love it.
But I feel that it's the same way people should come.
Yeah.
So even in my, so I did my will and I was writing something, and I wrote there that if I die, I want everybody to come looking as if they are going to a party. And I put the color. When my lawyer was like, are you okay? But I just feel that there's just something about coming fresh.
Yeah.
And if people are looking down, like when you come in and you smile and you're talking to people, people appreciate you making them feel important. Yeah. And I also want to feel important. Yeah.
I love that. So let's talk about your dad.
Oh gosh.
So I'm a daddy's girl.
Yes.
And daddy's girls always recognize other daddy's girls. You I'll talk about your dad and also your family, because you come from a close, and you guys are, first of all, you people have the same face. But your father, it's clear that there was a very special bond there. So let's talk about your dad a little bit. For those who don't know him, how, what was his life's work, and how did that shape who you are?
Wow. So my dad was a girl father. So we're 7 girls and a boy. My brother is number 6. We have 8 children. And in all honesty, I used to tell people that I never knew there was a difference between boys and girls. My father was everything. He was very hands-on, very busy man. My dad ran the stock exchange for years. He started the first Nigerian stock exchange in Nigeria. He went to Harvard, very accomplished, very intelligent. But he loved God 100% and loved his family. And so I saw hard work, but I also saw someone that was diligent in understanding that family was important. Not just, I want to have children, I want to marry and just have children. So I didn't even know that people had those kind of families. It was very difficult for me. When I started having friends that used to come to my house and they would be like, your father comes home to have lunch, he comes to dinner, he sits down with you, he dances with you. Every song I knew was my dad. My dad used to play songs and we would dance, I would sing. Every game I played was my dad. My mom is amazing. So my mom used to say, people are talking about your dad, like, what did I do? My mom is an amazing woman. But my father was my friend. He was larger than life. My dad used to come to my school to visit me, and everybody would know he had come because he would remember that my friend liked this, he would bring something for her. So my friends all loved my father. So they would come to the house and sit down. So a lot of my friends that were not even Christians became Christians because of my dad. So my dad will explain. My father would never force you. He was not one of those people that will force you, you must become a Christian. No. It's by his works you will become one. So, but we knew that he loved God. We knew he will allow you to go out, do anything you want to do. But he will say, when you are going out, don't allow, this is the money for transport. If he doesn't want to bring you back, this is how you get home. Or, that time there was no cell phones. So even when cell phones came into being, the first cell phone, those big ones, because I was in Unilag, my father gave me one.
Wow.
Yes. And so I used to hide it. Because everyone was like, how do you have a phone? Because my father used to say, if anything happens, just call me. But even with that, we used to go, every Sunday, we used to go and feed people. Wow. Our house was opened. If our people laugh, because we have an alumni of people that lived in our house and married from our house, and there are over 200 people that we know personally. Wow. And those 200 people, when I say I know them, we know their families. that lived in my home, went to school, and married. In terms of my dad put them in a car and took them to marry. So when he died, of course, they did that. Yes, they had their own group and all that. And it's not because their parents were not doing well or what. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It's just the fact that maybe they're coming to Lagos. Can they stay with our house? He was a good man, and he was a good husband, and and a good father and a good friend. A good brother to many. I love my father. I loved him deeply. So when he died, it was like someone had stripped me. I was completely naked, and I kept on telling my friend, it's as if I have no clothes on. She would say, no, you're wearing something. And I felt so brutally naked.
Yes.
But he taught me that life is not about just making money, doing things and enjoying life. That life is about the impact you leave with people. Because death comes to everyone. And when it comes, you don't take anything with you.
Yeah.
And so when he was going, he knew he was going to die.
Oh, wow.
So he had been telling us to prepare, but I couldn't fathom it. Yes, I just rejected.
No. Yeah.
And I remember the day I was traveling just before he passed, and he said, have breakfast with me. I said, Daddy, I'm fasting, and I'm rushing because I was traveling that day. So I drove off and I came back. And I sat there, I said, I'm not going to eat, but I will sit with you. And he said, you might not see me again.
Whew.
And I kept on thinking to myself, what was that? I said, no, Daddy, I'll be back because I was going to Onga, I was going to New York.
Right.
I said, I'll be back in 10 days. And when I come back, then I'll eat with you. And I never came back to meet with him. But he was prepared because he kept on telling us, I finished my work. So after he finished his professional work, he now became a pastor.
Right.
And he ran a church for many years.
Wow.
And it was when he died that we knew what he had done, how many people was paying school fees for, how many pastors he was paying their salaries and all that. He was a good man.
Yeah.
And good men are not easy to find.
Yeah.
And my father would sit with you. I read his letters now. He used to write letters to all. But I now realized that I thought I was his favorite child.
He was writing to everyone.
Oh my goodness. Writing to all those girls, all those my sisters. So I was like, should you see the letter? This will now bring out their own. I'm like, this man. This man was very wicked. He was playing all of us. But that's when you now realize that he had time. He had time for all his daughters, his children. My father would call me and he would say, I miss you and I love you so much. Remember, I remember there was one time I had a real humongous challenge. And I sat down with him. He said, my daughter, let me explain this thing to you. This challenge, it will hit you. Be prepared. It will come to you from every side. People will talk. They want to diminish who you are. But you have to rise above the noise. And I was like, Daddy, the noise is too loud. He said, rise above it. Because God rises above the noise. God finds you when you think that the noise is a lot. Say, look at it like clouds. When you go with the plane and go out in the air, say, after a while, the clouds disappear.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Say, this time will pass. So you have to be strong. Take it. Say, because I know you have that strength. I said, Daddy, I couldn't find, and that time truly I couldn't find my way. And I remember he came and stayed with me throughout the time that this thing was. And he came and slept in my house. And I was in so much pain. I lost staff then. Right. So I had 3 staff that had traveled for work. 5, in fact, there were 4 staff had traveled for work. And 3 of them didn't come back. They all died. And I was broken. If I thought I lost you know how your mind, I lost everything. My dad moved into my whole house with me. My parents, and my father would wake me up in the night and he would sing and pray and hold my hand. He said, it's difficult, but you will get over it. And he would say, it's not your fault. I said, it's my fault. Because for me, I sent them to work. And because I knew their family, I knew their children, I knew their husband. And especially one of the ladies was my friend. And she never came back. And I'd spoken to her that morning. And I asked her, she said she's going on leave. I said, when you come, we'll talk on Monday.
Yeah.
And so my father had to move in with me because I couldn't sleep. It was difficult.
I'm sorry.
And it took me a long time to send anybody on trips after that. But that's why family is essential.
Yeah.
Because you have to have a backbone. Because I couldn't face the world. Because anywhere I went to, they say, where did she go to? They say, the office center. And I just felt that people were looking at me. But I knew they weren't. But you know how it broke me completely. But, you get over those things and you realize that leadership comes with a lot. You want to run an organization, you think that, but people's lives are in your hands. And when things like this happen, you have to realize that the organization will still have to move on because there are other things that you're dealing with. And that's why you have to be a succor for your people as well. You have to understand that they come with also their own baggages. And that's why I don't understand how people can survive without having family or friends or faith. And because when those challenges come, and this is over 10 years, and I still break every time I think about them. Whenever I even see their family outside, I break because it was tough.
Yeah.
It took me years, but my father was there. He would wake up in the morning and sit with me and say, go. I said that I can't. Go. You must face the world. You must go. You must become, you're a leader. You must go to their homes. You must talk to their families. And you say, even if I go with you, I can't do it for you. And that's also realizing that no matter how strong you are, even if you have people, they can't do it for you. You have to do a lot of the things yourself. You have to face the world yourself. You have to be a voice by yourself. Nobody's voice can be yours. Nobody's heart can be yours. So you have to find who you are as a person and be that voice that changes everything and that can stand even in terms of good and bad. And there will be there's so many good stories too as well. But I can't, my father was everything.
Yeah.
It was everything.
Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. That's just incredible. So I want to talk about your work. If I tell people, oh, there's this NGO, I was talking to someone maybe 3 years ago and I was like, oh, there's this conference I want to go for, but I'm not sure if I should go. And the person said, oh, I'm not sure too, but there's a person I know who you can talk to and, they will tell you whether you can go. So what I can do is I can set up intros. So I said, okay, fine. And then she said, I was like, oh, who is the person? And she said, oh, the person is Osayi. I said,
I know her now.
So the person said, if you know her, why are you coming to me? I said, no, I'm just asking. He said, no. Anything, philanthropy, social impact, NGO is Osayi. So I said, and this person, I would never even have connected. And that's who you are.
Yeah.
But how did that journey? Did you start and say, I'm going to dominate this space? Or how did the journey? Because I don't want to say enigma, because you say, Francesca, I don't do. But that's how it is. How did you start? And why did you choose this work?
The work chose me. I wanted to either be a lawyer, because I felt to myself that I was good with words and I can convince you about anything.
Right.
So that was what I set out to do when I was younger. Then I got into the banking industry,
right?
Because I like money as well. Because the good life, the soft life, you just have to have money. Money is a defense.
Right.
But then I realized that was not my calling. So when I went to do my master's, I was doing an MBA. Then I was working in a volunteering for an organization, and I thought to myself, this is what I like.
I want to do.
So I changed my course, didn't tell my parents. And so when doing graduation, everybody was like, I thought you were doing an MBA. I said, no, I'm doing Masters in Public Administration and NGO. They were like, I thought it was NGO.
Wait, so you already graduated?
Graduated. And graduated, I changed everything in my mind. I kind of started asking questions. Because, when we came into the field, there were not many of us that it was a career.
Right.
And a lot of people assume to themselves at that time that you do philanthropy work where you've made money and you want to give. But philanthropic work is still, you go to school for it. I mean, I've done many courses on it after that. I mean, I'm still going again next week because you have to continue to build yourself. It's a third sector. It's just that, of course, in these parts, in this our climb, it's people look at it in a downgraded way.
Yeah.
But it's a career. It's a great. People have built their whole life working there, and I saw that, and I realized that impact to me was important.
Yes.
Money is great, but I want to see change. I want to see people do better. I want the industry to grow. Right. So the only thing I know I decided on doing, because I realized that when I started asking questions and doing my own background checks, I realized that we didn't have many people I could look up to. The only thing I kept on telling everyone is that whatever happens, I'm going to succeed. I said, and if I don't succeed, I will leave the industry. I said, I need to know that I'm the best at what I do. Right. And I think that's just been generally how I feel about, and it's just the way I was also brought up. You just, even if you want to be doing hair, just do it well. Yes. Yeah. And all that. So it's something I had at the back of my mind that I wanted to just enter the industry, be a voice, change things, enjoy it as well. One of the other things, I always feel that even just coming here to have a conversation, I want to enjoy it. Yes, I don't want to waste my time too much on things I don't enjoy. A lot of times you find out that if I stop doing some things because I don't enjoy it. So it might give me everything I want, but if I don't enjoy it, I'm not going to do it because I just feel it's a waste of my time. Yeah. So that's the reason. That's how I started. Wow. And I've just kind of continuously built myself, gone back to school, learned, and connected with people that are doing well as well, because you cannot know everything. Right. And there are always people that have gone ahead of you that know better. And even the next generation that's coming now, I've found a few people that are in our sector that are doing things in a different way. Yeah. So I'm always looking out for new voices, new people. So there's some young lady, I mean, I won't mention her name because she's, I think she's just about turned 18, that has been doing a lot of work in our industry. And everybody's like, why you always invite? She's my new besto. Because the things that she's doing, I'm thinking, damn, when I was her age, sorry, mind my language, I didn't have that kind of capacity. Right. And, it just fascinates me, the way they think. So I'm constantly learning. I'm like a sponge. I like to learn. And I feel that that's the way we are supposed to be in this world that we are in today. Because, but also be very careful about all that you're picking up. As much as people see me out there, when people say, I'm an intro into myself with my own small tribe. I have a lot of people that I associate with, but a lot of people don't know me. I'm into myself. My home is my safe space. And so when people say, do you want to come to my home? I'm like, no. So it's my space. And it's where I find my rest. So I protect it with everything I have. I'm very protective of my space. Yeah.
Do you have any moments in your career journey that you're like, oh, that was a turning point, or that was what led me to this, that, or I'm so proud of the work I did, XYZ? Do you have any of those?
Many. Okay. Many moments that I'm completely proud of. But let me give you one recently. So I was at the 25th anniversary of an organization I ran for 8 years. And the founder started talking, and he mentioned my name. And I sat there and I thought to myself, wow. That was, people tell you that you're doing so well and everything. But when you hear someone like that. If anybody knows Mr. Adiola, he's very careful with his words.
With his words.
He doesn't talk everywhere. And when he said something about me, I was like, wow.
Right.
The joy that came into my heart. That was one of the first times not first time, one of the few times that I felt to myself, I'm in awe of myself.
Right.
Because I thought to myself, and there's nothing wrong with once in a while patting yourself. I thought to myself, I didn't even know that I made such an impact. Yes. And the organization is still standing, 25 years in this Nigeria, NGO. And they're doing exceptionally well. Kudos to the team there now. And this was my life for 10 years. And they still remember. You know, it makes you realize that the work that you're doing is not in vain.
Amen.
And of course, I meet people daily that have taught over the years or have helped them to start their own foundations. And they'll come back and say, look, the foundation is 15 years. And I'm like, this is just yesterday. We talked about this thing and started working on it. And then even the people that we have even funded over the years, and they're doing exceptionally well now. It's a privilege. Right. I don't take it for granted. Right. I'm really glad and so happy that I found this sector. And as much as I complain daily about all the things that are going wrong, but I can see the impact that I have made, and I'm grateful for it.
Yeah. Let's talk about mentorship. You are a lot of people's official and unofficial mentor. Yeah. Some people don't even, there are people who are going to watch this and be like, oh, like she mentors me and she doesn't know. In your opinion, is mentorship an important pillar in life and in career, in leadership, and why?
It is. Okay. You can't do journey of life by yourself. And you see, if you are on a boat in the sea and you're rowing by yourself, slow. And then also, nobody knows where you're going to. But when you have someone that you sat down with, and they're saying, okay, from A to B, you row this way. From B to C, row that way. So even if they're not on the boat with you, they're watching from the shore, they understand your journey. They can see where you're going to. Mentorship it has helped my life.
Wow. Okay.
You know, and I like what you said, official and unofficial. I have official and I have unofficial. I had a mentor when I started my career, and she's a lot of people's mentor now, years after, Mrs. Awushika.
Right.
And Mrs. Awushika mentored me even before she became, but we knew where she was going to.
Right.
And I met her, I've been in my career now for 20-something years, so that long.
Right.
And we used to meet every week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, to talk and to just, and if you come late, you can't come in. You know, there's some things discipline helps you with. And that was very, very helpful. An informal mentor was Mr. Adiola. Mr. Adiola trained me a lot about governance, leadership, meetings. Many mistakes I made, and he will correct it very firmly. But then as soon as he corrects it, he walk away. And he will say, Osayi, that's drink that you promised me yesterday. You didn't send it. I'm thinking.
So he has just moved on.
I'm angry with you now. Then I now realize that it's just,
right.
He's just doing what he's supposed to do.
Right.
And I grew a lot in terms of board governance, reading and working with him. Right. Mr. Dinruku was I sat on the board with him for years before he passed. Right. And I learned a lot. So, you know, you learn from people, you listen. And you must come also with an open mind to learn as well. And that's one of the mistakes that we make as human beings. So mentoring is good. Right. Coaching is good. Having a sponsor. Right. All those things are important if you want to move in your career. Right. And I don't think you can do life by yourself. I know that we're in a generation when we say, you know what, I like being alone. I do me. I don't. But doing you, what benefit is it? Because you do you, then who do you help? People have opened many doors for me, and I've opened many doors for people. I've sat on tables that people have giving me the opportunity to sit on. Even sitting here is an opportunity, it's a privilege, because not many people will call you. And God always gives me those opportunities to have a voice to speak, and to make people aware of how life is. Life is not always easy, but it can be fun. It can be fun.
I love that. Life is not always easy, but it can be fun. Put that on a t-shirt. I want to talk about your close circle.
Yeah.
You are from what I've heard, you are a good friend.
Yes.
And like not only good, like you are the person who they say riding till the wheels fall off.
Yeah.
Once you're a person's person, is done.
Yeah.
How do those friendships nourish you? And how do you nourish those friendships?
Yeah. I must agree with you. I'm a good friend. And over the years, I've had to tell myself that I'm a good friend. But I have great friends. I have a great tribe. People that, when I told you, I said that there's some issues that you deal with very openly. And there's a lot of closed issues that even you yourself, you don't even know. I have friends that have stood with me through very, very difficult challenges and have stood when everybody else is standing. So, but I always remember, friendship for me, maybe because I have good sisters, I don't have to find many people because my sisters are my friends.
Yeah.
My sisters are not just because we came from the same family. We all have, I have different relationships with all my different sisters. And I've cultivated it over the years. And I've enjoyed it as well. I still do. But my friends, Kai, they are good people. And they have a good heart. And their family, most of my good friends are now my family. In fact, the other day, I was talking to who is regarded as my best friend, because I have very close friends, a close knit. And I know I had to remind her. I say, the truth is that even if something happens with us as friends, our families, they will just leave us.
They will just
jump over us. Because our children are close friends. I'm godmother to our child, she's godmother to my son. Then our parents are friends. Oh wow. Then their cousins. Every family event, even if she doesn't tell me, they've already told me I should be waiting for me, So, and that's the way it is with most of my friends. And people want good friendships. They want people to be good, but they don't want to be good.
To be good themselves.
Yes. I say, they didn't do well for me, and I'm like, have you also measured yourself? Have you asked yourself questions? To get good, to get great, you have to be good. It doesn't mean I give 100% all the time. I have sometimes I give only 10. But because the cup is overflowing.
Right.
And I don't know how to measure friendship. I don't say because she has done for me, I have to give back. There's no measurement because God doesn't give you measures as well. That's the way I see it too. Everybody is different. And that's the way I've operated. And so the friends I've had since I was a child are the friends I still have now. And they haven't changed. They haven't. Doesn't mean that we don't fight too. In fact, if I had the interview once, me and my best friend were not even talking, and I still invited her to come, and she was there, and she still said, "So we will look. We don't care about that moment. What's important to us is the whole." So you see a bulb now. It's not working, but the house is still standing.
It's standing.
So I don't understand friendships that because a bulb is not working, you break everything down and destroy everything. I don't believe in destroy. I can't. I can never be friends, and I'm very open. I can never be friends with people that want to destroy everything. You take out the foundation, you remove the roof because one bulb is bad. The bulb can be changed. Yeah. You can complain. This is what I don't like this. Give it some days. Go back and talk about it. And if you value that person's life, you value that person has stood with you for 20 years, why do you want to throw it all away? Right. And then when you ask people that fight, that kind of fight, what happened? They can't even remember. They don't remember, but they can't go back.
Right.
So I don't allow anything to live past a certain time.
Right.
Because, the world, once something is empty,
Vacuum. Yeah.
and dirt comes in,
Yeah.
you start seeing the walls will be turning green.
Yeah.
That's what happens with friendships, even with relationships.
Right.
So you have to be very careful.
Right.
I will not leave a vacuum.
Right.
So even if you are very hurt, I will come
Right.
and say, okay, something needs, and that's the same way too. Some days I might not be the one that
Right.
will go, they will come.
Right.
So, and that's the way we've always operated, even with their spouses.
Right.
My friends' spouses are my close friends. So even if they're having their own wahala, I don't care. I always tell them, I say, it doesn't concern you. He's taking me out. and they've treated me like that over the years. They've been very kind to me.
Right.
And they've been kind to my own children as
Right.
well. So
Right.
I don't take it for granted.
Right. Speaking about children, the world, anybody who is on your Instagram knows how much, like, your children. Okay, let me not tell you about children when you born. How has motherhood shaped and impacted you? And you're mothering across 2 different generations now. How is that like?
Okay. I'll start with the first. Motherhood has been kind to me. Not easy,
Right.
kind. Because of the kind of relationship I had with my own parents, I wanted to be a good mother.
Right.
I wanted my son to be the best. I still want him to be the best that he can be, but also for me to be the best that I can be. So I'm deliberate about it. I'm very, very deliberate. I don't play. I think if you hear me speak, I'm deliberate about a lot of things.
Yes.
I make a lot of effort with a lot of things because they're important to me. That's why I said when something is not important anymore, I'm not enjoying it. You can tell because I'll just kind of leave it alone.
Right.
My son is my first son is he's a good person. Yeah. And I've done my work on him. And I don't, when people say, I say, I can tell you I did a work. And that work has been training, being there, even as busy as I am. A lot of prayer and fasting. But a lot of time.
Right.
And as parents, we must give that time.
Right.
There's nothing that you want to be good that you don't put time to. So when we came here, you saw everybody fluffing around. They moved this around. They turned this because they want it to be good.
Yeah.
And those things, we that were sitting there will be like, he has come again, he has moved my chair. He's told me to move my hair. Come on, those things, because for them, that's the epitome of excellence as far as they're concerned. It's the same way with human beings. And I wanted an excellent son, a son that depicts what people will say outside and say, your mama raised you well.
Right.
And I didn't want my job to tell that and my son not to say it. So I gave my all. And I have the benefits of it today. God has been kind. It's not been easy, but it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed being his mother, and he has done well.
Right.
He has done well, and I know the journey is still continuing, but I'm very proud of my child. Very proud. He's the epitome of an excellent son. School-wise, behavior. And he knew it, but I was not one of those people that I don't spare nothing. Even till now, I don't spare anything.
Right.
You cannot disgrace me. Now everything is allowed.
Gentle parenting.
No, I don't do I've never done it, and I don't think I will ever do it. You cannot disgrace me outside. In fact, he will tell you, it's better for you to deal with me than for me to go home. So if he does anything, say, you finish me first. And I don't believe otherwise, because you can't say your name and then you say, who's your mother? No, I won't take it.
Right.
It's not acceptable. And he knows it, and his family, his friends know it. They can't come to my house and behave like trash. So a lot of their parents will say, go, and Osayi will deal with you. And that's the way it has always been, and I have no regrets about it. The other one that has come to is the same way I'm going to do it, even more self. And we're going to enjoy doing it together. But it's motherhood is fun.
Right.
It's not easy,
right,
because nobody gives you a manual and say go and raise them this way. And those children are wicked. They want to finish you, but me too, I'm ready. I finish them back, and we are both at it. But it's been very good.
As we wrap up, you are also proudly Bini.
Yes.
Like, is proudly.
Yes.
How does your heritage come into play, and why is it important? Also, okay, I'll ask this question after. I have a question that has been niggling at the back of my head, but I'll come to that.
Gosh, I'm a Bini Geredo. The only problem I have is I don't speak. I don't speak it as well as I should, but I understand it. Right. And I wish I learned early in life. But everybody comes from somewhere. And a lot of times, I'm proudly Nigerian as well. And I've gone everywhere, I've come back. I've done everything. I love other countries. I've traveled, and I'm grateful for that. But home is home. When I go home, when I see Bini people, there's just some excitement. The bad ones, the good ones, the ugly ones, the challenging ones, all of them. Because it's my heritage. Yes. And we do have good from there, you know. So, I mean, if you, for example, people say, I've been wearing coral since I was 10. Because I knew it was one of our heritages, and I just took it as one of the things. It's one of the gifts I give to people. I'm one of those people that everybody that knows me. In fact, most of my friends that you see wearing coral,
it's from you.
It's from me,
right.
And it's something that I like. I like the mask. I like the arts from there. Right. I know. I understand who our Oba is. I might not like everything, but I value heritage. I know where I come from, and I think it's important that we should all do that. Because you can't go somewhere else and say this is your home. Why? It's not your home. You might adopt it, you might like it, you might want to take one or two things from there, but your home is your home. It's like family now. We all, as much as I say my family is sweet, we have crazy people now. So we say, I don't want to have anything to do with them again. I mean, yeah, it's still the name I bear.
Yeah.
And that's why you have to respect it. I respect where I come from, and I don't want anybody to disrespect it. I won't sit somewhere and they're abusing Benin people, and I'll say it's okay. I'll be continue. No. I respect it, and it has given me some form of heritage. My name is Osayi Alile. God has created me well. Ooh. So it's a name that came from where I come from. Right. My father was from there. My grandfather, so. I don't want to go to anywhere when I start asking, what does this one depict? No. I value it. Yeah.
That's powerful. So as we wrap up, what are you looking forward to? What are the things you want to do? Where are the places you want to go? Who is the Osayi you want to be?
Soft life all the way. I think I have so many places I want to visit. I mean, I've traveled a lot, but I still have many places that I haven't been to, and I just feel that traveling is fun. I don't like planes, but I like to get there.
Get there.
Yes, and get there and enjoy it. But I'm also looking forward to a lot of peace and quiet as well. I think sometimes I get myself all strung up, so busy life. Maybe being able to adjust my time a bit more, so I can rest a bit more. I don't think I'm ready to I want to retire. No, I have too many things I feel that I need to still give. As I said, I'm still in the first chapter of my life, but I'm looking forward to having more balances, and then also enjoying the second phase of my life, which includes, as you mentioned, I have 2 generational children, yes, and enjoying that, which I've started enjoying, but just continue to enjoy that. But also to get to a place where I forgive myself more easily, and realize that life is life. So you have to just pat yourself aside and say, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. And I think we all have our journeys, and that we are all, we are all dealing with, and we are all going with. And people always assume that because you lead, everything is fine. It's not always like that. And we all have to have empathy and allow people to go through their own journeys as well. So I forgive others easier. And so I have to, than to myself. I'm kind of harsh on myself because I want to push. And I feel that there's still so much I keep on pushing. So I think, and when I mean forgiveness, so let me say it now before they say, it's also to allow myself to enjoy. Right. Yes, that's what I mean, to forgive and say, okay, maybe you didn't spend 18 hours doing this, it's fine, Osayi, let it go. Yeah. Sometimes it's just 2 hours you need to do it. And sometimes just don't look at those things and just enjoy the moment in enjoyment. Right. I need to enjoy more, yes.
Will you ever write a book?
I've started a few times. And the only reason why I will.
Okay.
I will. The only reason why I haven't is just because it's that forgiveness thing as well, when you feel that it's not, I don't have everything to talk about yet. But I feel that now, more than ever, my journey has been interesting. And I've dealt with so many things, and there's so much to give. And I mean, I teach a lot, so I still have opportunities to share with people, with work life, even with my personal life. As well. And maybe writing was, I've written books for work, but in terms of my own life, I don't know yet. Also because I like to, as much as people think I'm talking a lot, I still am very, very private.
Yeah.
And I think I like a lot of my privacy as well. Yeah.
I get that, but I think that a book, because you're so authentic, you are so genuine, and we don't have enough of that. And like you said, workbooks are great.
Yes.
But a lot of the time, for example, I don't read business books anymore. I read autobiographies because I find that I learn more about life from people who are like, oh, I did this, and like this happened, and this is how I dealt with it. I learn more that way, and I feel like not alone. I'm just like, okay, so you're not so crazy.
No, you're not.
Oh, you're not alone. Oh, you're not, and it just is humbling, but it's also teachable. So please,
it will come.
Yes, okay.
When it's time,
when
the right time comes, I will know.
Yeah, awesome. And on that note, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for the work that you do.
Thank you.
Thank you for the space that you occupy. Thank you for being a light in our world.
Thank you.
And just keep being amazing.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for always reaching out to me as well. And it's been enjoyable, apart from the crying and all that. It's part of life. That's what life is about.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Women Leaders Unscripted. The incredible Osayi Alile. Thank you.